So to all you lovely subscribers, welcome back. If you're new here, you can go over and subscribe. I usually do used carp tackle reviews, used them for 6 months or more, not straight out of the box. Do the odd session video. This is one of those. It's a 48-hour session on a day ticket water, what most of us probably do when we get a bit of spare time. The reason this one's a little bit more special to me is I used to fish it about 14-15 years ago, and when it was a syndicate. It's got a few special little memories for me down there, but now it's a day ticket water. I've been invited down by a mate who's took up carp fishing recently over the last couple of years, so it's a trip down memory lane, a little bit of a social, and hopefully a bend in the rod or two. I don't think there's any monsters in here, but you know, sometimes it's nice just to go out and enjoy the outdoors, enjoy a catch up, and sit by the lake. So yeah, let's see what it brings. So it's the morning of day 2, just so I'll give you an update. We got here yesterday morning early, met Colin in the car park. We had a walk around, see a few signs of fish. We decided on 2 swims. They was close together because we're having a social. There's no point having a social and being opposite sides of the lake. Sorry if you can hear that, that's my breakfast cooking. Yeah, so we set up, and while I was setting up, I stood talking to the bailiff, Craig, and there was signs, fish were showing to my left of me. I could quite easily reach them. The problem with that was Colin's fishing around the corner in a bay, and I didn't want to put lines across and cut the bay off for him. So I went out. Luckily I have fished this swim once last year, and I've got my book. I'll show you my book, my black book, what I take with me everywhere. I won't show you the number of the swim, can't give all my secrets away, but whenever I fish a swim I map it out, so if I ever come back again I've got it. There it is, you can see, just a basic sort of map out of there. They were my, so just chucked the marker rod out quick just to make sure the spots were still clear, and they were. So put a good bit of bait over them, put 3 rods out there, 2 on the baited area and 1 just off it. Don't usually do that, but just thought I'd go all in. That was it. It was getting a few sort of knocks in the afternoon, and then nothing through the night. About 4 o'clock this morning I had a liner, nothing come of that. Went back to sleep, and then 10 to 5 this morning one of the rods ripped off. The problem was I landed it at 16.7 £, not a massive fish, but it's a carp. We're here for a social, but it did take out the other 2 rods as well. So early this morning I was having to redo all 3 rods. So I've got them done, got them back out, got some more bait out there, and we'll see what today brings. I'll try and get a chat with Colin later, and probably the bailiff, and show you a bit more of this lake. And now it's time for my breakfast. So here it is, baited an area, put 1 on the spot, 1 just off it. and this one is the one that come just off the spot, 16.5 pound. Yeah. So here's a look at my swim from up above. As you can see, good size, plenty of room to work down there. They've put in a set of steps made from heavy duty sleepers, so no problems with steps there. Take you down and have a look at there. As you can see, decent set of steps. The swims are cut out, you've got plenty of room. As you can see, there is the bivvy, barrow beside it, and me unhooking station. And then there's the rods, spod station, and then marker sticks here. So you've got plenty of room, you can spread out, it's good space. Just take you over and show you the lake. There's the lake. Just out here, there's a massive set of lily pads out here. I'm not fishing there, I'm fishing here, short of them. As you can see, swims over the other side. All the swims are really set out nice. You've got plenty of room. So if you've got a big bivvy, not a problem. Or if you bring a partner with you, or you want to double up in the swim, you can do. I'll just take you over and show you around here. Oh, I'll go back and show you this. I'm going to do a review on this. I've only had it about 4 months, but it's a great bit of kit. It's the new spod station I'm using. Love it, absolutely love it. So anyway, as I was saying earlier on, the fish was showing here yesterday when I was setting up. But if I'd have put lines across there, what happens is Colin's fishing round the corner, round there, and I'll show you his swim in a bit. So if I'd have put lines across there, it would just cut him off, and I didn't want to do that. So yeah, I stuck to having my rods out there, and it's paid off. Hopefully we may get another one. Oh, there he is. There he is, the man, the legend. More bait. You're creating your own island out there. So this is in Colin's swim, and I was saying that's where I see the fish yesterday. So I didn't want to put it across because he's over here in his lovely little bay. Looks carpy. So here's some scenic videos. I was going to put in all details here, so while you're watching it, you could have the details of the email, phone number, websites, had drone footage, and also aerial views of the lakes, but for some reason they wouldn't allow it. But you know, rules are rules. Here is my peg I was in. I know I said I weren't going to say, but you know, we're all carp anglers, so I don't mind sharing. Peg 4 on the Mere. Yeah, so it's a shame because I've got pictures and videos from 14-15 years ago when I used to fish this as a syndicate. So how the place was, I've got pictures of the fish, wonder if they're still in here, but you never know. But I'm only going to use footage what I actually shot on this session. So yeah, here's a picture of the brand new water fence all the way around the Mere. I'm guessing they're going to be doing the browns next and honey. This is the bay where Colin was fishing down in. He only had one knock, so that's when we decided to pull his rod out and move it up the reed line where we'd been seeing fish showing. And yeah, nice little scenic view, trees blowing in the wind. This is the reed bed in front of Colin. I used to fish this swim a lot years ago, and that reed bed's done me a lot of fish, so that's why we were sort of confident he might get one. Bit more scenic, and there you go, there's the reed bed I was on about. Lots of fish over the years I've had out of there. I'll just allow you to enjoy the rest of the views until we get back to the action. So going into the second night, it's been an up and down sort of a few days really with the weather. Been rain, wind, sun. I think the only thing we had is snow and ice.
It's licorice, all sorts. That's what I like to call it.
Yeah. But
yeah, but it's been minor. That's the cool thing about it.
Just hope tonight you get one. Be nice.
Hope tonight I'll get anything. Even if it's a bream.
In a bream?
Yeah.
A bream. You love your bream, don't you?
Yeah.
So, although they've been shown in your area, all out there, so you're just a minute ago before we turned the camera on, had one right between both of your rods, so looking good.
I did see that one, must admit.
And earlier on there was one completely out of the water, just to the right of your rod. So fingers crossed.
I was either eating or asleep.
Yeah, or snoring. Farting. Probably snoring.
Probably eating, snoring and farting at the same time. And sleep, yeah.
Yeah, he kept me up all night with snoring last night.
Oh, excuse me. Gotta have a laugh, don't you?
Oh yeah, that's what social's all about.
Yeah, it's just nice to get out. Don't really care if I don't catch out, to be fair. It's just nice to be out. Relaxed.
That's a good thing about this lake as well, with how they've set the swims out. They've changed it a lot since I used to fish here years ago, and you can have a good social now because the swims.
They're far apart, aren't they?
They're not a million miles apart.
No.
So you can meet in the middle, have a chat, have a cuppa, or have a latte. I'm not having a cuppa. Yeah, I'm not as hardcore as Colin here, Mr. American Coffee.
Got my New York style coffee.
I'm just a latte.
89 pence for 59.
Yeah, I'm just latte.
Can't beat it. B&M's.
But no, some of the swims here are really big. So if you do want to bivvy up in the same swim with partners or with your kids or whatever, you can get in. So yeah, they've spent a lot of time here, and now they've fenced it off for the otters.
Considering I've never been here before, ever, until last year, so I have no idea what that even originally looked like.
Yeah, it was wild. I mean, it's still nice. You've still got a lot of shelter and cover, and you've got trees and reeds and bushes. But
I do like the swims.
But the swims, you can get set up in them, and
yeah, it gives you plenty of space. And if you want to go twos up, you know, in most of these
steady.
Swims, well, you know what I mean.
I know we've been friends a long while, but not that sort of friend.
Yeah. I'll rephrase that for those that might be offended. If you want to bring a buddy system, along, and one over that side and one over this.
Some people do. They like to bivvy up in a swim together, so it's just even more of a social. But it's sometimes nice to have your own space, so you don't get woke up.
I do
snoring.
My own space, so I've got the fart-free zone.
Yeah. So, but no, it's quite cool.
It's nothing worse than getting a mouthful of somebody else's waft.
So.
After they've had bratwurst and taters.
Oh yeah.
No. Oh, and I think there was a little shift in the farting clappers there.
No.
I still think it's going to rain, mate.
No, they don't surprise me. I mean,
still do.
It looks like it's going to chuck it down any minute.
Although I did see a bit of a red sky over that side. You know, saying red sky at night, shepherd's delight, isn't it?
Yeah.
Red sky in the morning, run.
I think it's going to be a wet one in the morning.
I do too, packing up and whatnot.
I think that'll be drying a lot of kit out over the next couple of days.
Yeah, because then you've got to get it back all out, ain't you?
Yeah.
You know.
But part and parcel of carp fishing.
Hey, I'm just glad I've got a proper setup this year.
Yeah.
Much more enjoying this year.
You will do, yeah. Yeah.
Cut down a lot of crap I didn't really need. Like you said, don't use it 5 times, you don't use it.
All carp anglers do it, carry far too much. Yeah. Slowly you have to just narrow it down until you just take what you need.
Yeah.
But even then, sometimes we take too much.
Sold and got rid of me cheap stuff and got myself something nice, something that'll last me.
So
it took me a little bit of shekels to get it together, but it's coming.
Yeah. So hopefully tonight brings a few fish. So we will see.
Hopefully that mermaid will pop in as well from Splash to say hello.
Now, make sure you behave, mate.
Well, it is a fat little lump, isn't it? Good Lord, nice. Oh, yes. Yeah, lovely. There you go. My light in your eye. Nice. Nice. Yeah, lovely.
1813.
There you go. Very nice. Nice little head on it, isn't it? And away she goes.
So I've just had another fish, £18.13, lovely little common. It was raining when I got up to get it, and so I got wet. I've just got changed. We did a quick photos and videos, and then decided it's 20 to 3 now. Sun rises around about 4:45. I'd set my alarm for 4 o'clock. So decisions are, while I'm having a brew, do I stay up or do I have an hour's sleep? What would you do? $18.05. Well, I did fall back to sleep, but not for long. Happy days. Well, I did fall back to sleep, but it was only for about an hour, I think, if that. And as an old mate of mine says about percentages, I'd put 2 rods back out because the fish I had took out the other 3 rods. I'm fishing them quite close together on a spot. Put 2 out and didn't know if I could be bothered putting the 3rd one out or not. Well, pleased I did now, because the one you just saw come off of that 3rd rod. So if I'd been fishing at 2, you know, you're only fishing at 66% plus a bit. So putting the 3rd one out, you're now fishing at 100%, and as my old mate says, it's all about percentages. So yeah, pleased to put it out. Got another one, and we've got to be off by 9. So it's now, I don't know, 5:15, something like that. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to go back to sleep now. And so just having a cuppa, and then I'm going to start packing away. All 3 rods are back out again. Still chance of probably another one, you never know. But I'm happy with 3 at the moment, because I've not been out fishing for a while because of due to illness. So it's just good to be out and have a social, have a fish, and get a bend in the rod. But yeah, we've got a couple more hours, so we'll see what that brings.
First double figure.
£20.8.
Yeah.
Did it wake you up?
Out of here. Oh, what a nice result. Thanks, mate.
So that's the Sky Lakes social 48-hour social finished. I ended up with 3 fish, and pleased that Colin moved his rod last night. We kept seeing him showing, and we moved it, and he ended up with 1 this morning. So yeah, really happy. We both ended up with fish. It's always nice when you're on a social that you all catch. But if you like the look of the lakes, they're called Skylark Lakes, down in Wimblington in Cambridgeshire. You can book online, and you can also go ring up and book in. They've got a few lakes there. We fished the Mere. That's the one they've really spent some time on. You probably saw the swims. So if you fancy a social with your mates, there's some good decent sized swims, and there's some swims close together as well. So and you've got, even in each swim, you've got plenty of water out in front of you. You're not sort of tucked up on top of each other. So yeah, I think there's about
I'd guess, I don't know really, about probably 16-ish swims there. But I think I was talking to Craig the bailiff, nice bloke, have a word with him. He is obviously walking around there all day, and when they're working they see what goes on. They're our eyes and ears when we're not there. I'm pretty certain he said they only allow about 10 on at a time, so they're not like some lakes where they just pack it. They only allow a certain amount, so you never ever get crammed up on there with lines going everywhere. You're allowed bait boats if you want to use bait boats. I didn't use a bait boat, so yeah, let's say pleased we both caught, and I should probably do a couple more with a few other people. I've got one planned next month and one planned the month after with different people. So yeah, comment below if you like it, and don't forget to follow, like, share, and we'll see you on the next one. Cheers.